Ni hao is a common form of greeting among the Chinese. Usually translated as good day or greetings, its literal meaning is you are well. The same greeting, phrased as a question, is ni hao ma, translated as how do you do, or are you well? Chinese people regard this phrase as a friendly inquiry. Ni hao and hello are used differently. The greeting of ni hao is commonly translated as hello in English, but the two greetings are used differently. The Chinese use ni hao in Chinese-speaking communities much less frequently than Americans use hello in their English-speaking communities. Using hello to greet anyone. Hello in English-speaking communities is a common greeting used to acknowledge anyone's presence, including familiar people and strangers. Occasional use of ni hao. The Chinese only occasionally use ni hao to greet either familiar people or the strangers. When should one use ni hao to greet strangers? The Chinese usually do not use ni hao to greet strangers because the Chinese value collectivism, in which people associate in various cohesive groups, such as their family, school, work unit, or local community. As shown in Scene 1, people usually do not greet non-group members. In the scene, the man should be careful when he greets a young lady since they do not know each other. This custom explains why the woman does not respond to the man's first greeting of ni hao ma.
你好吗？妈，你好。好你妈。
However, on a few occasions, Chinese speakers do use ni hao to greet strangers. For example, in Scene 2, Person A greets Person B using ni hao before asking for directions. Another occasion during which people use ni hao is during first-time introduction. Take Scene 3, for example, in which a person says ni hao before asking another person's name.
你好，请问君悦酒店怎么走？
您好，我姓王，请问您贵姓？
您好，我姓张。
When should one use ni hao to greet acquaintances, friends, or relatives? Among acquaintances, the Chinese usually use what people are doing to acknowledge each other's existence, rather than using ni hao. For example, people greet each other using 吃了吗? Have you eaten? During mealtime. Or use 去哪儿? Where are you going? When they meet somewhere on the road.
江山，你来啦！
The acquaintances sometimes directly call each other's name or title as a common way of greeting, rather than ni hao. See the scenes below.
老王，
小李，
Chinese speakers commonly use the prefix lao or xiao in front of a surname to greet acquaintances who are of similar age around 40 or above. In daily greetings, people commonly greet someone directly by using a job title before his or her last name, such as Wang Laoshi and Li Jingli. It is also common to greet someone by calling his or her full name, such as directly using Jiang Shan as a greeting in Scene 6. Acquaintances less familiar with each other sometimes use ni hao to greet.
杨医生，
李经理，
陈老师，
江山，
To sum up, the occasions on which Chinese use ni hao are as follows. 1. When people first meet each other, as in Scene 3. 2. When people request help, such as asking for directions in Scene 2. The function of using ni hao before a request is similar to the function of extended kinship usage, such as 叔叔，你知道哪儿有厕所? Uncle, could you tell me where the restroom is? The function of ni hao or kinship words, such as 叔叔 and 爷爷, is to connect beyond group members. By using these words, people assume that they have become a group member, so that they can follow the rules of greeting within this group. 3. The Chinese also use ni hao when acquaintances are less familiar with each other. More people use ni hao as hello in the globalized world. In the course of globalization, Western language and culture influences the Chinese a lot. More Chinese tend to greet using ni hao, which is similar to hello in English. These groups of people include young generations, people working in joint ventures or foreign-owned enterprise, or people who have frequent exposure to Western cultures and languages.